So please begin and write down 10 goals. Please begin. I'll give you 3 to 5 minutes. And I'll watch you. Two more minutes. Write quickly. Each goal starts with the word I, followed by an action verb. I am, I do, I achieve, I earn. Thirty seconds. Does anyone need any more time? Well, I have some good news for you. And then I have some more good news for you, and even more good news for you. When I began speaking, I began studying the craft of speaking, the world of speaking, and the market of speaking, and who attends seminars. And what I found is that only 10% of adults attend a seminar like this in their entire working lives, unless they are forcibly taken to the seminar or forcibly made to go. And I've seen this where companies will send people to the seminar, but they'll have to sign people in as they come in. Other than that, they'll sneak away, and the supervisors have to stand at the back and watch them so they don't sneak away during the seminar. And then they make notes to make sure that these people pay attention and take notes during the seminar. These people, of course, have no future. They're forced to go. But the people who voluntarily attend these seminars to increase their knowledge and skills are only 10%. So that's our whole market, Veston, is the top 10%. So everybody who is in this room, and we noticed that you did not come here at gunpoint, so everybody's in this room came here voluntarily, which means that you're automatically in the top 10%. And what that means is that you are either in the top 10% now, or you intend to be in the future. You can always tell where a person is going by looking at what they are doing in the moment. It's not what they say or wish or hope or intend or say when they're running for public office. It's only their actions that tell you what they really believe. And people who come to these seminars by their actions say that I believe that I'm going to be able to create a much better future than my present. That's why people go to seminars. So you're in the top 10%. Now when you write down your goals, you move into the top 3%. The very fact of writing down 10 goals, and it's quite amazing. Again, it's always employees that don't do it. They sit there and twiddle with their iPhones. But when you write down 10 goals, you move into the top 3% because only 3% of adults have ever written down a list of 10 goals. It's the most amazing thing worldwide. Nobody ever argues. Most people have never done it. And so you write down your 10 goals, which really forces you to think. Your first 3 or 4 goals may be pretty clear. You know, earn more money, lose weight, get a better car, pay off my bills, catch up on the House of Cards series, whatever your goals are. But writing down 10 goals makes you think. Now here's an interesting discovery. Every goal that you can write down by hand in the 3P formula, personal, positive, present tense, is automatically transferred to your hard drive, and your hard drive begins to work on it 24 hours a day. And whatever you can write down, you can achieve. There seems to be a connection between the head and the hand, is you can't write it down if you don't have simultaneously the ability somewhere, somehow, to achieve it. Now, in most cases, you may not know how you're going to achieve the goal. In most cases, when you write down these goals and you put them away, all you did is just take these 10 goals and put them away somewhere where you wouldn't see them for an entire year, like in the pages of your Bible, someplace you never look. At the end of the year, it would be as though a magic trick has been done. Abracadabra, abracadoo, poof. And when you open up your list, you'll be both happy and sad. You'll be happy because 8 of your 10 goals will have been accomplished in the most remarkable ways. And I say that because you cannot predict the incredible coincidences that will occur that will enable you to achieve those goals. Something will happen, you'll learn something. I've had a wonderful case where this gentleman went through my seminar, wrote this out, his goal was to double his income, walked back into the office on Monday morning, was fired. He was in sales. And the company was going through dramatic retrenchment, and they just couldn't afford sales or closing down. They fired him. They said, oh, that's great. I set a goal to double my income, and the next thing I know, I'm fired. I have no income at all. What a lousy seminar that was. Well, then on Wednesday or Thursday, his wife was out shopping. She ran into an old friend of hers, and they started talking. What is your husband doing? And the old friend said, my husband has just started this business in this really great new product service category, and it's got great potential, but they really are in a bind. They need a professional salesman to sell the product. She said, my husband's a professional salesman. She said, that is great. Can he come in and talk to my husband, who's the owner of the company? He did. Met him on Friday, started on Monday. Within 60 days, he was earning twice as much as he'd ever earned in his life. And then he said, this is what he said. He said, I didn't realize it. I could never have earned twice as much in that old job. It just wasn't possible. But once I set the goal, the universe began spinning. And it ended up 2 months later, I was earning twice as much as I'd ever earned in my life. So once you set down your goals, by the way, remarkable things will happen, and sometimes they will temporarily look like reversals or failures or setbacks. But do what the rich people do, and you say, what can I learn from this? What's the lesson contained in here? And we were talking, Dustin and I were talking about return on failure. In other words, how can I benefit the very most from this setback? There's got to be something good about it. Now that puts you in the top 3%. How would you like to join the top 1%? Say yes. Yes. All right. So here's how you do it. You take your list and you imagine that you have a magic wand. Magic wands are very handy things to have. But imagine you have a magic wand and that you could wave it over this page